at this level of football, you can't stand off good players like we did. They're coming out of a tricky period, and I think we made it relatively easy for them, and we get their noses in the front. And then we decided we're going to play a game of football. So I was pleased with the application, the attitude, just before half time, and then obviously for the whole second half. It could have been a different story if we'd had to hit the crossbar and come back out. But such are the margins at this level of football. It's just, we talked about it last week with the players, and that's what happened today.
Thank you very much. We give members of the media a chance to pose questions. Please, your name and name of your publication, and straight to the question. Not using a mic, so go for it.
Coach, the game on Sunday, the Richards Bay game, that's obviously a proverbial 6-pointer. What? Many changes from today's approach. Different. This was a beautiful playing surface, which presumably you're not going to get.
Yeah, look, listen, it's going to be a totally different game because the implications for both sides, really. I'd love to have gone there with at least a point because we would have kept the unbeaten run going. But I think we're going with a bit of confidence. We've come here and scored 2 goals, hit the crossbar like we did, and probably create another 2 or 3 half chances in the second half. There's enough positives out of the game to take so that we go there. We know it's going to be a massive task away from home. We know that they're going to dig in and work hard, but we certainly can't afford to start like we did tonight.
Take it on. I'm not going to interfere.
Coach, it's not every day you see a 17-year-old coming on and not just playing well, but also scoring and giving you hope like that.
Yes. Look, I spoke about him last week. I don't really want to indulge too much about him because, like you say, he's a 17-year-old and we need to keep his feet on the ground. But he's a great prospect. He sniffs out goals like he did today. My job is to keep his feet on the ground, keep him focused, and get him to the next level where I believe he can go.
When you look at the side, Coach, do you think you've joined after the anomaly of, let's say, 4 or 5 successive defeats? Do you think this is not a relegation side, from what you've seen of the other teams as well in the nether regions alongside you?
I don't think we're a relegation side. No, I think some of the football we play is better than a lot of teams above us. I think even early on, they were unlucky in games that I watched. Were punished for mistakes. Even today, in the first half we worked on making sure our fullbacks closed down the wide men and the midfielder doubled up. We didn't do that twice, and both crosses led to goals. I think the second one, Rushman slips. So it's amazing. When I took over, there were 7 defeats in a row, but yet the confidence within the group, the spirit within the group was strong. I work with them. Do we have deficiencies in our squad? Yes, we do. But are we the worst squad in the league? No, I don't think so.
Coach, what is the thought process behind having 4 central midfielders? Because this team is like synonymous with the wing play and pacey wingers. So what's the thought process behind this flat midfield?
Certainly wasn't intended to be a flat midfield like it turned out. Look, we've worked on a new diamond shape, which has been very, very successful. I thought we were really good in Orlando with it. We're really getting our fullbacks high, trying to get people like Keegan Buchanan on the ball, Lagoyo on the ball, and trying to create things through central areas and then switches of play. So I think today, because of their 4-3-3, I thought they started quite brave with going 2 8s. So that's what maybe pushed us back. I think personally, I said to the players at half time, we dropped back too early and gave them, too much space and let them get the switches of play, which causes the problem. So it necessarily wasn't a planned flat midfield for like a band.
Coach, one would have wanted, or maybe would have expected to see Ralani today playing, especially because of his experience and the magnitude of the game. It did not happen. Is it because of he's not where you want him to be yet?
I thought it was right.
No, but not starting.
Not starting.
Starting.
I thought it. Look, Rolani hasn't had a pre-season. We all know his age, so he's coming to us and we're just trying to manage his time. I don't think coming up here, playing at the altitude, Rolani would have, I wanted to finish the game. The game plan always was to be in the game with at least 30-20 minutes to go, and then, like we did last week, bring him on and see if he can create something. I think when he came on, he certainly created, but just doesn't have the 90 minutes in his legs at the moment.
Can he be a saviour for the team this season, do you think?
It's a big shout to say, can he be a saviour? Because there's a lot of other good players in the team. Can he be a catalyst? Look, I think when he comes on the park, other teams worry about him. You can see he's got a great ability to retain the football. You can see he's got awareness of players around him. So I wouldn't go so far as to say, can he be a saviour? But he can be instrumental in making sure that we stay in the Premier Division.
Coach, I was listening when you talk about the results in the last 2 matches, scoring 4 goals against Chiefs and Pirates, and I think this adds some confidence.
Not bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially going to this game against Richards Bay.
Look, I think if we'd have said to ourselves we're going to come up here and score 3 goals, we'd have thought we went home with a point. I was disappointed with the 3rd goal we conceded. You know, the ball's knocked about our box. We haven't quite closed people down. But then, early in the first half, we didn't do that either. So, you make it difficult for yourself when you give away goals like we did tonight. But you're right, to score 2 goals here, as I say, coming here at the altitude, no fans, again, I don't think that helped either team. But yeah, there's plenty of positives in terms of, as I say, the way we finished the game. And not only did we score the 2 goals, but I think we, as I say, we've hit the crossbar and we've had a couple of other half chances. You know, we've probably created 5 or 6 really good chances against a decent team away from home.
Can I ask you about your position, because it was told to us that you were the technical director and Vasily came in then and was appointed as assistant coach, and we were all waiting for the head coach to come.
Yes.
Are you going to be the head coach, or is someone still coming?
Look, as I said last week, I think we've been inundated with CVs. We've sat down, we've drawn up a shortlist, and we're actively speaking to candidates on that shortlist at the moment. And I think I said last week that it's important that we get the right person and not the quick person. So we want to make sure that this appointment is going to benefit us in terms of helping the squad, helping myself develop the strategy around the football objective of the club. So yeah, it's just a case of we're taking our time and we have a short list drawn.
And you're not tempted to stay on?
I think when I came here, I came for the job as technical director, because it's such a big project. You know, the club has been out of the Premier League for 5 years, so there's lots of work to be done to bring it back up to the standard that it was.
In fact, Coach, following on Mark's question is, what kind of a coach are you looking for?
My name coach.
Just ideally.
I think we're looking for someone who, one, can work with a technical director, someone who's going to be able to try and get to play the football that we want to play, work and try and develop our own players, which is again a big part of my role as well. And we've already done that with bringing Luke into the team. We've identified 4 or 5 other players within the young Spurs squad, and we're creating what we're calling an elite development group. And they're players that we're going to see if we can nurture over the next 18 months towards the first team.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach, one of the most instrumental players in your team is Lincoln Pfeiffer. He's not been in the reckoning for the entire season. The goalkeeper. Yeah. Has there been any update on his situation at the club?
Lincoln obviously had a health situation, so he's in the process of recovering at the moment, and we expect him training within the next few weeks. It would be a big asset money for him.
Sorry, last one if you don't mind. Did you get caught a little bit at the end about taking? I didn't understand why you took Daniels off, and then of course how Congo got injured and the youngster got exposed a little bit on that goal on the left hand side. Was that just a little bit unlucky? Should you not take Daniels off? Why did you take him off?
We took Clayton off because he had suffered a bad knock on his ribs and was tight hamstring. He played 70 minutes on last week. He played 70 minutes tonight. We have a game on Sunday. I was really trying to protect him. Did it backfire in the end? Possibly. But I'm not going to point the finger at the young left back and say, you know, we have Rushman as left back, but he can also play, you know, left centre back. So, yeah, look, sometimes these things work for you, sometimes they work against you. In my experience, I think all you can do is make the judgment as you see it at the time. I've said to many people that immediately after a game, and the day after a game, I always pick a better team, make better substitutions. You know, hindsight's a wonderful thing.